Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your favorite Shadow, and today we're going to be looking at a new fighting BR called Naraka Bladepoint. Now, I want to assume that everyone understands what a beta means. We didn't have access to everything that the game has to offer. Despite that, I had mad fun playing this game, and I can't wait for the full release. So today, we're going to take a deep dive into the things that I feel make Naraka Bladepoint stand out amongst the competition. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first tab I want to cover is the Heroes tab. These are pretty much your playable characters, and I'm pretty sure we'll be getting more as the game gets bigger. Each character seems to have their own story behind them, which I feel gives the game a bit more depth and a potential opening for a story mode if you're into that kind of thing. Now we swing over to the bottom right, we bring ourselves to the customization section for the characters. From here you have your outfits, each one being more flashier than the other as you scroll upward. I personally like the outfits in this game, even the lower tier ones, which doesn't happen often for me. Outfits are obtainable through the battle pass in the in-game store. I didn't really feel that the RNG was too bad. I was able to get a couple of gold outfits off of just randomness. Now I mentioned before that there were certain things in this BR that set this apart from all the others. Within this section you can actually change the facial features and skin tone of each individual character. I feel like this addition alone would keep people here for hours just trying to make that one character that they would love to see swing a sword. It almost gives me this RPG create your own character vibes, which I really appreciated. Now swinging over to the next tab, we have talent. Within talents you have 3 sections, the first one being talent glyphs. Now glyphs have unlockable sections that can be filled with these upgradable coins. The coins are buffs that upon upgrading it increases that buff, and those buffs can vary between having a faster cooldown for your skill or having more damage down range with the rifle. Each coin represents a particular category: Origin, Lunar, Solar, and Omni. Now to my understanding, you're only able to have 6 coins per category on an entire glyph, which means you're going to have to choose wisely as to which buffs you want to have when loading in. Now moving on to the next column, we have skills. Now if you've ever played Apex, you know that every character has what's called a tactical ability. In my opinion, this is Naraka's take on an exact same concept. The twist being that you have 3 different variations of your skill that you can interchange out before going into battle to better fit your playstyle. Something else that I find very unique and interesting that sets us apart from any other battle royale out there. Now moving into the final column, we have, you guessed it, ultimates. Now you all know ultimates are those potential game changers to turn the tide in a fight when used properly. And just like the talent skills, you have 3 variations that you can change out before going into battle to better fit your playstyle. Now the last thing I want to get into before I show you all the good stuff is the weapons. Now the weapons are separated into 2 categories, your ranged and your melee. For the ranged weapons, there are a few categories to choose from. You have your SMG style like weapons like the repeating bow, and your sniper like style weapons like the musket and the regular bow. Moving over to the next column, we have your melee weapons. Given that this was a beta, we only had 3 melee weapons to choose from. Much like the ranged weapon, each melee weapon had its own sort of characteristics. For instance, the broadsword hit harder than any of the melee weapons to choose from, but was also the slowest. While my personal favorite, the katana, is faster than the broadsword, it lacks the range and the damage that the broadsword has. Much like the heroes, the weapons have their own skin palette. They're even ranked in the same fashion using a color system going from gray all the way up to gold, so it's pretty easy to understand the rarity. And I have to say, I'm pretty satisfied with the skins for each weapon, and I'm sure more will come out as the game gets bigger. Now that we've gone through all that, let's get into some gameplay and a little bit of how the battle system works. As far as the beta was concerned, we only had 3 game modes to choose from and 2 ways to play those game modes. I decided to run some Bloodbath. Bloodbath is essentially your deathmatch game mode just to get warmed up before I got into some battle royale. Now in Bloodbath, you were giving access to all the weapons that were usable in the open beta. Each weapon was maxed out as well as your shield, so it was a pretty even playing field. In battle, you have 5 different icons at the bottom of your HUD that I want to pay attention to. At the center of the 5 icons, you have your ultimate. On the left side of your ultimate, you have your grapple hook and your skill. And to the right, you have your shield items and your healing items. Now for those of you who didn't get to play the beta, the grapple hook is an item that can be found anywhere on the map or looted off of a dead player's body. The grapple hook is used to clear distance in a fast and in a hurry, or even lock onto enemies and zip towards them while swinging your sword. There is a limit to the distance in which you can lock onto an enemy, so I didn't find it to be that broken. Not to mention, I feel like the volume in this game was pretty well. You could hear footsteps, you can hear arrows being shot, so I don't think anyone could really sneak up on you unless they had particular characters. Now the next thing I want to get into is how the swordplay works. Now Naraka's sword combat runs on what feels like a rock, paper, scissors system. Now if we go back, you'll be able to see that the player that I was in combat with was able to disarm me by using a counter.
Thankful.
Got him!
You can tell a player has used counter when you see a reddish glow surrounding their body. In that state, you're able to stop all heavy attacks. Now, heavy attacks are indicated with a bluish glow that surrounds your character. Now, while counters can beat out heavy attacks can cut through anyone using light attacks.
You cannot outrun death.
Now, while light attacks are completely crushed by heavy attacks, they can't be countered by counterattacks. This gives you a perfect opportunity to bait out counterattacks and punish anyone trying to disarm you. Okay, recap. Counters are used to block heavy attacks and are indicated with a red glow. Light attacks have no glow and beat out counterattacks. And heavy attacks have a bluish glow and beat out light attacks. So rock, paper, scissors. So there you have it, guys. That was sort of a deep dive into what I feel some of the things were that makes this game stand out amongst all the other battle royales out there. Now, like I said, this wasn't everything, but these were just some of the specific things that I found that I enjoyed with this game. Naraka Bladepoint will be releasing sometime in the summer. We haven't been given an official release date yet, but I'm pretty sure it can't be too far out. If you found something in the video that really helped you out, leave a comment down below and drop a like for the video. And consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. It's completely free. And don't forget to turn on the bell notification so that you know whenever I go live. Last but not least, I have some battle royale gameplay for you guys, so I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to pick up Naraka Bladepoint when it releases, and I hope to catch you in the next video. Now I can get the dog. I'm looking for a fight. Got my sword. I'm ready to go.
You cannot outrun death.
Boys, got the right one today. Oh, this is my target.
cannot outrun death. You cannot outrun death. You cannot outrun death.
Bitches. Bye. This treasure hunt. Oh, I'm good. This is bounty. Yup. Give me that. Oh, he's right beneath me. I'm gonna hit him first. Let's go.
Fortify my hide, my fur.
Actually, that wasn't my bounty. That was not my bounty.
I am ready for any fist or arrow.
Damn. Inspired. Alright, where are you shooting from? Where'd you go?
I am ready for any fist or arrow. You cannot outrun death.
Let's go.
Don't rush me. I fortify my hide, my fur, my metal.
Here you go.
The god's fury breathes through me. You cannot outrun death.
Let's go! Let's go! I'll show you the weapons. I'll show you the weapons right now. Let's go. First off, let's get it. Yeah, damn. Let's go. I'm gonna show you the weapons right now. Yeah, damn. First up, let's get it. Man. Bro, let's go. This is my game right here.